A new bill introduced in the Senate aims to create jobs, but Facebook could be the company that really wins. CNBC's Julia Borston joins us from Los Angeles with the details. Julia.
Melissa, we've seen several popular startups go public this year, and one reason is that there's a rule requiring small businesses to disclose financial data once they hit 500 shareholders. But that could all be changing. An act was introduced in the Senate yesterday aiming to kill that rule, which was a major force driving IPOs of companies from Google to Groupon, and is the reason Facebook is expected to go public next year. If the bill passes, Facebook could hold off on its IPO. CEO Mark Zuckerberg said publicly in September he'd rather have employees stay focused on product developments rather than a payout. The bill raises the shareholder limit for reporting requirements from 500 to 2,000 and exempts employees, so that number can actually be much higher. Senators Pat Toomey and Tom Carper, who are behind the bill, say their aim is to reduce regulatory burdens on small businesses and community banks to enable them to create jobs.
By raising that limit to 2,000 shareholders, we would allow small and medium-sized growing companies to access a whole lot more equity capital, and that means more jobs and more growth.
If companies remain private longer, platforms for trading their shares like Second Market and Shares Post should see a huge spike in business. Last month, Cantor Fitzgerald and LiquidNet both announced that they're starting their own platforms for trading private shares. Now, the House bill is expected to be voted on by the end of the year. Facebook wouldn't comment on the proposed legislation, though I would bet that its D.C. office is going to be lobbying to get this bill passed. Now, Bill and Melissa, we'll have to see if any legislation is passed and if the Senate votes fast enough for it to actually impact Facebook's IPO. Back over to you.
All right, Julia Borston, thanks so much.